excited to be here. I am in Florida and Sasha is in Chicago.
Hello,
Yay!
yay.
And today we are here to talk about the most exciting, amazing thing. It's called juice fasting.
Ooh, what is juice fasting? Actually, many of you ask all those questions to us for the past 2.5, 3 years. We started actively coaching people in juice fasting. So we have a list of frequently asked questions, and we will answer those questions and talk about it a little bit and expand on some of them, right, Olga?
Yes.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
for those who don't know, my name is Olga. I am 48 years old. I live in Chicago with my husband, Sasha. And I have been doing actually implementing into my life juice fasting and vegan and raw vegan diet for the last 20 years. And Sasha is
Sasha is her husband, like you said, and I've been supporting Olga and doing the same thing 20 years. To every year we do juice fasting, scientific juice fasting, and I'm supporting her in her diet. I may not be as clean as her in eating, but I'm doing my best to catch up and stay with her. And we also do life coaching and couples coaching, and Olga just graduated with a master's degree in social emotional intelligence, so we're kicking butt.
yes. So guys, before I tell you what juice fasting is, I want to tell you how important it is to clean our bodies, right? We are what we eat. You probably heard it many, many times. I am what I eat. If I put junk food into my body, if I put a lot of cooked food into my body, plus cigarettes and alcohol and drugs, prescription drugs, also inhale the air that is not so clean anymore in 21st century, full of a lot of heavy metals, drinking water that is full of heavy metals, and on and on and on. We have a lot of toxicity in our bodies right now. And so when we get sick, we often don't know where it's coming from. You know, I know, and it make me feel so sad that a lot of people get high blood sugar and high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and problems with the lungs, the heart problems. We actually country like #1 country with people dying from heart attacks, you know, because of our artery clogs from all the unhealthy foods. And most importantly, I'm very sad when I see people getting sick with cancer and they go through chemo, not even knowing that it's possible to prevent that by eating and drinking healthy, very delicious juices and eating very healthy food. And when I found out the juice fasting for myself when I was really, really sick, it was a savior for me. It was complete transformation. It changed my life upside down. It changed my whole outlook on life, and it changed my perception, which is I am responsible for my own health. Not the doctor responsible, not the priest responsible, not my mom, not my dad, not my husband, none of the people that offer me all this junk food. They're not responsible for my health. I am. So I have to make sure to educate myself, #1, and to start doing something that is opposite of what I've done before. And so juice fasting is the beginning of the journey, the whole health we will share with you, and tell you, you know, more about what it's like. So I began my juice fasting 20 years ago, and Sasha was very nice enough, nice, you know, supportive, very good partner in life. He wasn't sick, I was sick. I did 45-day juice fasting 20 years ago, and Sasha said, what did you say, Sasha?
Well, I said, I'll support you. I want to see that. No, it was really important because I saw that it was something new and scary for you. So I'm like, hey, why can't I do it? Especially after we read up on it and saw the benefits of it. I also was not behaving well, when I was young. So I did toxify my body with drugs and alcohol. So I knew I had some toxins plus the food and everything. So I knew it would be good for me. I just didn't want to do it since I wasn't really sick or in pain. But Olga was, and I did want to help her. So we both jumped onto this, in this marvelous journey of juice fasting, and we're still staying on it. By the way, Olga, it's not 20, it's 21. It's exactly been 21 years when we did it the first time. We started it in March, at the end of March of 2000. So it's been 21 years.
Awesome. Yes, I remember now. You
Hmm.
know, just to remember a little bit, I was so sick, guys. I couldn't barely eat anything. I had a bad indigestive. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I had constant constipation. I was foggy. I had no energy. I was pretty sad most of the time. I was depressed and at times suicidal. And it all came after I you know try to substitute uh, well, let's say I was really not that healthy in the youth time, and then I started using alcohol, drugs, and smoking cigarettes, which made me feel okay for a while. And then on the other side, when I quit all that, my body was like, oh my god, like, what did you do to yourself? And over the period of time, when I started reading a lot of books about healing, I realized that the bottom line in healing is fasting. Is fasting. And so there's two different kinds of fasting. I mean, there's more different kind of fasting, but there's water fasting, there's juice fasting, there's what is it called?
Well, there are
Regular.
religious types of fasts too. Each religion has some kind of fasting where you just cut out some food.
Now a lot
Yeah.
of people, yeah. You're breaking up a little bit, Sasha.
No,
Maybe it's
actually,
me,
I don't
maybe
know
it's
who is doing it because I thought it was you, because you disappeared and I picked up.
okay, well, some of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. And so there's interval fasting, right? When you don't
Intermittent,
eat,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
for intermittent fasting, when you don't eat for 16 hours or 12 hours, 14 hours, and then you eat the rest of the hours. But this fasting, where I found that, and we both learned from amazing teacher 21 years ago, Dennis Paulson. It's a pure juice fasting, including some water and including some broth. So basically, all you do, you just on a liquid diet. And some people tell me, "Oh my God, Olga, what do you mean? Like I can't eat anything at all? I'm afraid I'm gonna be hungry." Right? People say, "Oh my God, I can't do it."
That's the
And
biggest
I
fear.
tell,
Yeah, that's the biggest fear,
mhm,
biggest misconception that people have about juice fasting, because we don't have education and we got scared in the childhood, I think, by the parents, scaring us, or the system. Oh, you must eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and all that. Of course, people ask that. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what we answer with Sasha is, number one, it's completely safe for anybody who has more or less okay health, um,
Well, one of the
and
common questions is who should not juice fast, right? So pregnant women obviously shouldn't fast because their baby is growing there, and young children before their bones and everything develop. Like until you are 18, you probably shouldn't be fasting because you need to be getting certain things from the food.
yeah, and also if you have severe diseases right now, even those people can fast with permission
With a
and
doctor's supervision, yeah, yeah. If you have chronic diseases, yeah, it's not recommended that you do it without letting your doctor know. And your doctor should be a good nutritionist as well, because a lot of doctors are misinformed as well by education systems. Too, they don't know much about juice fasting, so you are beginning to be your own doctor and learning about it. There's a lot of confusing information about fasting online, but basically everyone can, right? Everyone
Mhm.
can fast, provided that if you're very sick, you have to be seen by the doctor regularly and observed.
And I recommend, we recommend to you that you take your blood test in the beginning. If your doctor is not supportive of that, you're gonna have to find another doctor. And I had clients who said, yes, my doctor is supportive. So it's, of course, it's your decision at the end, but my doctors were not supportive. My doctors didn't even, I went to the doctor before I did my first juice fasting, and I had cysts on my ovaries, 3 millimeters,
Not
5 millimeters,
millimeters,
centimeters,
centimeters. Yeah. Well,
centimeters, three centimeters.
let's talk inches. Yeah, let's talk inches. So the cysts are usually like around a half an inch size, a regular cyst. So you had actually on one of the ovaries, the cyst was 5 centimeters, which is 2 inches. So this is this big
Mm-hmm.
on top of it, and the other one was like 1.5 inches. So big growths
Yeah.
on the ovaries. And what did the
Yeah.
doctors tell you they could do?
So when I came, I couldn't, my side was hurting because it was pushing on my ovaries and on my side. And so when I went to the doctor, they said, we can do the surgery. That's what their solution. And they said, I was 27 years old. I still wanted to have another child. I had one child at the time. They said, we're just going to cut off that cyst, but maybe we're going to cut off the ovaries. And after that, I was convinced. I'm like, I'm not having any surgery. I'm not letting anybody to cut me at this age. And I know it's possible to do something about this. And so I came home and I signed up for the program of 45-day juice fasting. And after that, when I went back to my ultrasound, my cysts dissipated. They were gone
Yeah.
completely. Everything cleared up. And the reason being is that during the juice fasting, your body takes in all the toxins and it cleans it out. It eliminates it through the large intestine, through all of your, it collects all the toxins from your body, goes into large intestine, and then comes out with all the poop and all the water from with enema that you do during this fasting.
Well, to be more technical, Olga, it's very simple. So when your body realizes that you're not giving it no more solid food, you're just giving it freshly squeezed vegetable juices and fruit juices and vegetable broths and liquid multivitamins, the body is receiving everything it needs to build new cells except for the solid food, right? So where it goes, it starts searching in the body which cells are bad, right? And it just takes the materials from those cells, like swollen matter in your cysts. So it just took the matter from your cysts and rebuild it into healthy cells. So that's what the body does. It just searches for swollen or dead matter or like unused matter and makes the new healthy cells out of it. And that's the beauty about juice fasting, that you're really not starving yourself. You are eating liquid food. The secret is that the juices has so many nutrients, and the liquid multivitamins and minerals provide you with the rest of those building blocks, that you are gaining health, not losing health. And I'm going to talk about health benefits in a minute. So
Okay. So
basically,
yeah,
so the next, I'm looking at our frequently asked questions, right? And people say, what do I need to have at home to successfully complete the juice fasting program? Um, Olga, you want
number
to
one,
answer the juicer, right?
so number you need a juicer, not the blender, but you need a juicer. And there's two types of juicers. One is slow juicer that actually eats the produce. It like chums it.
It's a
And then,
masticating juicer, right? It's called, I think, masticating juicer.
but we call it slow juicer right now in our community. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
And another one is centrifugal juicing that cuts the apple or produce in pieces, very small pieces. And one or the other one, whatever you have, it's fine. If you already have a juice, it's great. The slow juicer better because it does not
Oxidate.
acidify
That oxidate. Yeah,
oxidate
it
all
does
the
not oxidate
produce,
the
right?
food.
Yeah, so it doesn't make it warm. It keeps it, the same temperature, and it stays longer with nutrients together, right? And it can stay in the refrigerator up to like 60 hours, 72 hours,
Hmm.
because the oxidation does not happen.
Well, I think the first
Uh,
time you do it, it doesn't really matter. When your body gets cleaner, then you start feeling the difference. But yeah, slower
mhm.
juicers are like, first of all, produce more juice and lose less nutrients. That's the bottom line. But really good quality centrifugal juicers are fine too. It's okay to start with them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I've had for years, we had Sasha and I, we had a centrifugal juicer. It was the cheapest juicer. We bought it from Craigslist, like for $50. And we've had so many juicers in our life, but we also had a slow juicer, Champion. The slow
And
juicer
omega too.
and
There's
omega
yeah, that's
3.
it. Hmm.
And the slow juicer, you can it takes a little bit longer to make the juice because you have to cut into pieces, even though right now put more, like even a whole apple. The prices are very different. I've seen the Keurig juicer, actually, with the big mouth, it's about $400. But when you buy it for the rest of your life. I had a lot of clients that bought $150 juicer, slow juicer, or $150 centrifugal juicing on Amazon. No problem. So basically, whatever you choose, whatever you can afford, this is good.
Okay, so juicer is number one thing you need to have before you start juice fasting. You also need jars, glass jars. Glass stores the juices longer, and
So
there's
you can buy like this.
yeah,
This is a Walmart, and you can buy it on Amazon, or you can
yeah,
buy bottles.
yeah. So yeah, you could basically order them online and they'll arrive. You also need a spoon. Everybody has a spoon. You need obviously fresh, preferably organic fruits and vegetables, herbal teas. You need enema, douche system. That we will basically give you all this information if if you contact us and sign up for the program. We'll give it all to you. You need stuff to clean your bottles and everything, but really nothing's that's so special that you need to have. The only thing is juicer is the most important thing. Everything else you can find it within 1-2 days and order your vitamins and minerals online. That's it. That's it.
So, but also very important to understand that if you have a busy life and if you have children at home, you're thinking, oh my God, I can't possibly juice with my children, my husband, like my wife, I have to cook for them. This is a completely possible. Trust me. It's possible because on day you just have to get through the first few days, and then because you have tremendous support of us, we have a group chat and we have Zoom meetings and we have all the things that will support you. You will totally make it. Absolutely. Because at some point at day 5 or 6, your hunger mechanism will turn off and you will constantly remember, what is the purpose? Why do I do this? Why am I signing up for this program? Why do I want to feel detox my body? Because I want to feel good. I want to have a lot of energy. I want to feel happy. I want to feel youthful, because you're going to look 10 years younger after you do 30-day juice fasting. I guarantee your skin going to glow, your eyes going to glow. You will lose 1 pound a day to half a pound to 1 pound a day, so you can possibly lose 20 pounds at 30 days juice fasting. You
Yep.
will.
So, and I wanted to add a little more, like, because the next question is, how will I feel during the juice fasting? It's that's that we're gonna break your stereotypes about uh, fasting. The word fasting scares people. It means taken away, and our human psyche is designed to protect itself from something being taken away. So when I say, oh, I'm going to take your money, you go, oh, same thing. I'm going to take your food. You go, oh, you get scared. But in reality, you are giving your body this beautiful liquid that is loaded with all the necessary nutrients. So Contrary to the popular belief, instead of feeling weak, well, you will feel a little weak in the beginning when you're transitioning into fasting, because you cannot just stop eating all at once, right? During the transitional period, right, you will feel a little awkward and maybe a little dizzy, especially if you have sugar addiction and caffeine addiction. You might feel discomfort and all that, but it's worth being patient right through those periods, because contrary to the popular belief, instead of feeling weak after these 5 6 days, you will feel stronger day after day. As far as sleeping, you're gonna sleep better, right? And Olga said your skin will glow, your eyes will glow, you actually begin to feel clear in your mind. Yeah, and sometimes I felt like I even was separated from my body, like it was such a out of body experience. That because now you see, if you study science, present science, we start finding that there's a lot of other energies that we have discovered before that are present in the body. So the food, especially the junk food that we eat, and it's, in the supermarkets, this junk food is sort of blocking that energy access to the body. Once you remove that food, you need the enema, right? To remove that food from your body, the energy begins to connect back to your body, and you begin to sort of like unite with everything in the universe. I don't want it to sound like too voodoo science thing, but it's really what's happening. You begin to vibrate clear frequencies again with the universe. You sleep better, you look younger, like Olga said, and you actually begin to find new purpose in life.
Yeah, and you attract new amazing people, you attract new amazing experiences. You feel more in connection with the universe, with the nature. You are not as anxious. I mean, there's so many benefits, and you're getting healthy.
But
Do
how
you know?
about this, Olga? Do you know, like if I ask you, well, how about my protein? How will I get the protein? Don't I have to eat protein?
Yes, you will have a protein. First of all,
Oh,
juice fasting is not for the rest of your life.
oh,
You eat 365 days a
a year. That's right.
nothing gonna happen. Okay, it's beneficial, right? Number two, the protein, that a lot of misconception that people have, that we don't have protein in fruits and vegetable, it's a lie. It's a lie. You can Google it, you can search it, and you will see. So we have all the green vegetables, kale, and parsley, and even celery and cucumber. They have amount of protein exactly needed during that juice fasting.
I think
And
I have a slide for it, right? Yeah. These ones, right? These are the
yes,
fruits and veggies that are rich in protein. You see how many?
so we
Like,
have beets,
mhm.
right? We have beets, amazing. You make juice with beets, carrots, apple, and celery, amazing. Broccoli, we have cabbage, cauliflower, cucumber, tomato, spinach, and avocado, of course. And during the juice fasting, you make this, you put this in a juicer, and you have this amazing, beautiful liquid, and we teach you how to proportionalize, make the juices. Beets, for example, saved my life. It healed my gastritis on my stomach, and it especially great for women for blood cells.
I
And
think I
it
think
has
that
a natural.
yeah. So the biggest thing that I want you to hear now is that you will not feel weak. You will feel strong. I used to, my first fasting, remember, I used to go out and run around the stadium, right? And I
Mhm.
remember I used to run like 1.5 miles. And at the end of one day, at the end of 1.5 mile run, I'm like, I don't feel tired at all. Let me run more. And I kept running more and more. And I think I ran like 3.5 miles with no sweat. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening to me? Where is this power coming from? So that's the biggest thing. You can work, you can function normally. Nobody really will care. Just don't tell anybody you're doing it, because people are skeptical about it, and you will enjoy that. Well, guess what? Like, I should be, right? Technically, according to the common belief, I should be sitting like this right now, right? Oh my God, I haven't eaten in 21 days, because I have not eaten in 21 days. And right now you can see that I'm totally fine talking to you, and Olga has done the fasting too. So that's the biggest my biggest request, research. Stop listening to your head because it will not tell you the truth. Yes, we all like food, but the food, like Olga said, is not going anywhere. You can go back and eat it, but give your body a chance to sort through all the junk it accumulated over the years. The human body, what, 6 to 12 pounds, right? We carry, average adult carries 6 to 12 or more pounds of pure feces that cannot get out because we keep putting the food in our mouths, so it doesn't have the time to kick it out, to sort it out. And during the juice fasting, because you only drink liquids, it has the time to eliminate all the toxins. So we're just inviting you to this beautiful journey to check and pass it on, and eventually be able to go to the wedding of your grand and great grandchildren and not use a walker. So that's the, I want to live a long life but suffer less. That's the whole point, and juice fasting has helped me throughout this life. They actually diagnosed me with cirrhosis of liver that I remember as a kid. Remember, they said, oh, he has a cirrhosis and he dies. And I've had it for 20 years and it's getting better every year. I look at my readings and it's getting better. So it's insane how these things work. And there's hundreds of people. You could go on Facebook, right, in the Joe Cross community, and you could see hundreds of people who got rid of all the degenerative diseases they had for years, and the doctors were not able to help them. Even some of them even made it worse. So that's the whole point. And you can obviously work.
Yes. Yeah. Uh, and over the years, I started with a regular, diet towards vegan diet, vegetarian, vegan, and now I am fully raw. The last year I've been fully raw, 80%, 80-20, but now I'm completely full. And it was a goal for me, it was like one of my dreams, because I know that I feel the best and I feel most of myself, the younger self, when I put a lot of good food in my body. You don't have to be fully raw. You can be vegan, or you can even eliminate some, red meat, some eggs, some milk. We're going to record the whole video with Sasha on the egg product and milk product and meat product. We're going to show you the slides. We're going to talk about this because this is what gets our body sick and old, unfortunately, and for some of you that don't know, we can prove it to you that all the other products that you think that you eat like normally, right, that people tell you that's good for you, right, it's not actually good. And so in order to clear that mucus and that plug of your body, all the toxins, we need to eliminate as many foods as possible that are not good for us
Mm-hmm.
to feel better, right?
All
And
right.
so stay tuned on that, about the videos, right? I'm really excited, right? We're gonna record the video and
Yeah, we are. And actually, I have two more questions left on this list that people usually ask. One is, what will help me go through the program and not relapse back into eating? Right? I want to
mhm.
address that one. So I have talked about juice fasting with more than 1,000 people. When I was driving, a taxi like 20 years ago, I was driving and going to school, and I almost felt like I was excited, and I told every passenger about it. And guess what? 0 people did that, right? And over the years, I kept sharing. As when I was a teacher in college, I told hundreds of students about it, but people did not go for it. Why? Because they were alone. When you are alone, your mind will convince you that you are okay, you don't need to do it. Tomorrow or the next week, you'll start eating better, and that day will never come. Most people, unfortunately, we had a couple of friends who had cancer, and we offered them to lead them through the juice fasting, and they chose to die. It's our brain is very rigid. It's hard for it to change. So what we do is we offer you group support. First of all, Olga and I obviously will be there. Then your co-voyagers, other people, our juice fasting fellas, right, will be with you. We will send you the testimonials every day. You will be on a group chat, where you can ask questions and share your feelings, emotions, and conditions with people. So we will have inspirational quotes for you. So you will be connected to a bigger energy where you can take some to to sort of like charge you up and not get off that path, and then you won't need it anymore after you start feeling the benefits. So group support, questions and answers, our personal attention to you will keep you on that fasting. Yeah, and will how many percent, Olga, successfully complete our program?
99.9. I
Yeah,
had only like out of like I don't know, like 200 people, I had only like 2 people that didn't finish
that's yeah, exactly.
because
So
of the group support. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
I did express that. They said if I had done it alone, I would not have been able to stay on it. There's so many temptations on, if you drive, if you walk, if you watch TV, there's food everywhere. But please give your body a chance to cleanse. Like we said, it's completely safe. Obviously, a lot of big pharmaceuticals and doctors don't want us to know about it, but it's getting bigger. So many communities are practicing it that we are becoming unstoppable. Western medicine is great, and it's got really good benefits as far as surgical procedures, finding cured or medicine to some, but at the same time, it doesn't provide the holistic healing yet. So that's where we come in, and we help you be your own doctor. And like Olga said, that not my mom, not my dad, not my doctor is responsible for my health. I am, first of all, and I need to find like-minded people to grow forward. Stick with the winners, right? That's what they keep saying to us. So right now we're
If
inviting
you
you.
have also, if you have any kind of addictions like cigarette, coffee, sugar, or even alcohol and drugs,
Hmm.
this is also works. This
Yeah.
totally works. Warning, if you took your body through a lot of different stuff like addiction and you overate a lot of sugar and a lot of junk food, you will feel sluggish for the first week, even maybe two, because your body, you're going to have headache, you're going to have like sweating in the beginning because your body is going to be eliminating a lot of a lot of those toxins.
Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff
And
that's been sitting there, right? It's gonna start moving. Yeah, so you will feel
yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah,
Hmm.
you will feel uncomfortable, but that's what it takes. When I did my first juice fasting, my journey was harder than Sasha's because I was really sick, and so it took me like few weeks to get into this, okay, mood, and it was like up and down, but that's what I had to do. And I was ready to do whatever it takes to feel better and to look better and to live a fulfilling life. I thought that at 27, I'm going to die like at 30. I'm 48 now, and I feel better than I feel at 27. So
Absolutely.
if you feeling like, if you, first of all, if you're listening to this right now, and that means that the universe sent you this message for a reason, and you're intuitively that this is for you and this is something that you would like to do,
Hmm.
reach out to us. Don't be afraid. Even if you're just thinking about it, talk about it, ask
Yeah,
us questions, tell
please.
us what you feel, what's your journey, what's your life story, why
Hmm.
why are you here right now. we would
Yeah.
like to we would like to listen to you.
Yep. And the last question we people ask is, what should I do after I finish the juice fasting? I think we should close with that. Uh, Obviously, juice fasting is just the beginning of your beautiful journey towards health, prosperity, and happiness, really fulfillment in life. Because you can have all the money, and we had people with a lot of money suffering and even dying because money could not buy their happiness and health. So you will stay connected to us after that. Olga and I will continue producing those videos and teaching you on the foods that are good and the lifestyles. Olga is now pursuing yoga teaching and meditation certificate, right? So it's a holistic health where body, mind, and spirit are all necessary to be developed in order to feel meaningful in this life, in order for life to be meaningful. Because if you just concentrate on religion and pray, you'll still be sick if you eat junk food, or the opposite. If you eat healthy and do everything but don't take care of your mind, you will be depressed or anxious and not enjoy this health as much. And and you also need to learn how your mind works and everything if you want to enjoy this life, or at least if you want to just feel better, you know. So that's what
I
we're offering.
we highly Yeah, we highly recommend. Also, after juice fasting, a lot of people choose to sign up for recovery program, which is another month where we teach you how to eat right. Of course, we give you the list of proper foods that you have to eat, but besides that, we teach you, how to cook, what to buy, how to continue this journey, because a lot of the times people, when they come out of the juice fasting, they're like, oh my god, now I want to eat this and this and this and this, and then it does damage to the body, right? You have to do it slow. You basically have to learn new way of eating, new way of buying, new way of cooking, reading the labels. And so that's what we teach as well.
Mhm.
And a lot of the people, I'm planning to do a group, Facebook group, where I can combine all the people together and I can talk about these things more. And so you continue to have the support. And we have a bunch of groups on Facebook where, Joe Cross community, there's a lot of juice fasters, and they call themselves like juice feasting, because it like eliminates this fasting word, and like
Mhm.
celebration feasting on juices, right?
Yep. Yep.
And the colors are like just magnificent. You will see all the posts, like when you sign up for our program, we communicate on WhatsApp, and all the participants, they post their
Their
pictures
progress.
of the juice.
Yeah. And their progress
Yeah,
and what they're making. So listen up, guys. Please email us, text us over there below this video in the comments, and connect with us. We will be glad to share what we know, because I want to enjoy living in this world with healthy people. You know how many people are constipated, and that's where they get angry and yell at each other and all that stuff. It's partially the result of the food we're eating, because we are built of the molecules that come with the food. There's nothing else there but the food. So guess what? You eat dirty food, your body gets dirty. You eat healthy food, your body stays healthy. So thank you very much for listening all the way to the end. Olichka, thank you very much, Olga, for setting it up. Let's make those videos more often, right? Come
yeah.
up live and do more of that. So
Stay tuned. We're gonna talk about milk. We're gonna talk about movie Game Changer. We're gonna talk about movie Forks Over Knives. We're gonna talk about the milk products and what does it do and why is it good or bad for us. Okay.
all right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you
Love
very
you
much.
guys.
See you later,
All the
alligators.
best.
All right. Bye bye.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe. Scrub.
Subscribe
Subscribe.
for our channel. Do 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 do. Click the like.
Pew, 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 pew. All right.